mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the...
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you... Feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And cuts out right sideline. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Listen. Out. Tight dog.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Sproles. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You better bring it. 82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Here we go. 180. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 4 down. Check. Crunch. Tiger. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Here's Goff. And Josh Hill has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Switch. 5.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
14. Check 3. Hey, 5. Hey, Haywood.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sproles the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Alert 3. 25. Check 25.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. from the gun. Here's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Black. 52. 14. 82. 14.
On play action, it's Wentz. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go one more.
5-9.
From midfield, here's Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Mike, 55. Check.
Out of the gun. Goff. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Hines, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got it. Watch twist. X3, 218, chop it. Run.
He's coming, double up.
Throwing now is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Tonight, 120.
After the interception, here's Goff. Forced out to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Hines. Able to spin free. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's bring it. Jumper.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 27, Goff. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Check 55, Mike. Watch your slat. Mike, 55, Mike.
Goff on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Check 9. Hey, 6-6. Pull it high.
Again, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Man 5-7.
Mike 55.
Bravo.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. 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 Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Wide. Get wide. Check 24. Check 24.
Here.
Motion.
Come on now.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 52-yard.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. It led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Got 180.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Goff on third down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Red 5-2. On here.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
Here.
Now Wentz. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
87. Hey, box drop.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Slam.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Bus formation.
Wentz. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No. Hey, lift.
Throwing again on second down. Goff gets this one to Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's A.J. Coldown. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
81. Hey, exit. 55.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Wentz. Screenplay. Johnson. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now it's Sproles. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, empty.
To throw is Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Johnson with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play.